Hi, welcome to a new class session of Learning Capsule. I am Shemi. Today we are going to discuss two quantitative aptitude questions from two different topics. First one from the topic ages and second one from the topic common interest. Let's try to solve the questions within seconds. So I am going to start, listen carefully. First question from the topic ages. The ratio of the present ages of Rahul, Sandeep and Gokul is 3:4:5. So the present age ratio is given as 3:4:5. If the average of their present ages is 28 years, so the actual value is given that 28 years, then what would be the sum of the ages of Rahul and Gokul together after 5 years? So we need to find the total, that is the sum of the ages of Rahul and Gokul together after 5 years. First of all, we need to find the age after 5 years. First of all, I am going to find their present ages. Listen the way I am explaining that. Here the present age ratio of Rahul, Sandeep and Gokul, it is clearly given as 3:4:5. After that, the average of their present age is clearly given as 28 years. I am connecting that 28 with our given ratio. Listen the way I am explaining. First of all, I am going to find the average of this ratio. How it is possible? Just add this 5 plus 4, 9 plus 3, that is 12. That is a total 12. So 12. And in order to find the average of that, we need to divide, total 3 persons are there, so I am dividing that with 3. As a result of that, we will get the average of this ratio. We will get that value as 4. So we got the average of that ratio as 4. So corresponding to our 4, in the given question, it is clearly given that the actual value was 28, right? After that, what we need to find? We need to find the sum of the ages of Rahul and Gokul. First of all, I am going to find the present ages of Rahul and Gokul. For Rahul, the ratio is 3, right? So on applying broken chain, we will get the present age of Rahul. At the same time, we need to find the age of Gokul also. Gokul, it was 5. So on applying broken chain, we will get the age of Gokul also. Listen the way I am explaining. Of course, we can apply broken chain. Instead of that, we know that 7th multiple of 4 is 28. Then we can easily say that 7th multiple of 3, that is 21. And 7th multiple of 5, that is 35. So finally, we got the present age of Rahul and Gokul. And what we need to find? We need to find the age after 5 years. For that, listen carefully. Since we need to find the age after 5 years, we need to sum plus 5 to the present age of Rahul, also for Gokul also, plus 5. As a result of that, 21 plus 5 we will get as 26 and 35 plus 5 we will get as 40. So 26 plus 40, that means 66 years. So the answer for this question is 66 years. In the option we can't see 66. So here for this question, the answer is option number 5, none of this, and the answer is 66 years. Hope this idea is clear. It's very easy to find, right? Second question from the topic common interest. Rupees 9,000 amounts to rupees 16,000 in 10 years at common interest. What will rupees 9,000 amounts to half the time? A very good question, a very important question. Rupees 9,000 amounts to rupees 16,000. So rupees 9,000, that's the initial amount. That initial amount we call it as principal, right? Amounts to 16,000. So the final amount is given. We know that amount is equal to principal plus interest. So the sum of principal and interest, that's the amount. Amounts to 16,000 in 10 years time. That means the time period is given. And our question is, what will rupees 9,000, that means the same principal, amounts to half the time. Half the time means half of this 10. Half of this 10 is 5. So in 5 years time, 9,000 amounts to, that is what we need to find. So let's try to solve this question. Before solving this question, you all know that the frame for or the formula to find compound interest. That means the amount to find the compound interest. I hope all of you know that formula, that is amount A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100, the whole raised to N. I am going to make a small change in this frame, that is here A is amount, right? P is the principal, that is the initial amount. R, that is the rate in percentage, and N, that is the time period. I am going to make a small change, that is I am going to take this principal P to the left hand side. Since P is multiplied here, on taking this P to the left hand side, it becomes amount by principal. As a result of that, the frame becomes amount by principal is equal to 1 plus R by 100, the whole raised to N. Or simply I can say that I am going to take the ratio of amount by principal. That's why I am writing it as A by P. Using this technique, I am going to solve this question. Listen the way I am explaining this question. So using the second frame, amount, we know that it is 16,000 initially. So 16,000 divided by principal, that is 9,000 is equal to 1 plus R by 100. Here in this question the rate value is not given, that means that value is constant for the first and second condition, that is why I am writing it as R. The whole raised to n is the time period, right? Initially the time period is given as 10 years. So this is the first condition. So for 10 years we can easily say that amount is to principal ratio is 16:9. So I am considering that for 10 years time amount is to principal ratio it was 16:9. I hope that idea is clear, right? And what we require in 5 years time the amount is. For that, listen carefully, we know that in 10 years the ratio is 16/9. In 5 years time means I need to make this 10 5. The best possible way is, in order to make this value 10 5, the best possible way is just to multiply this with 1/2, because the rate is not changing, right? Since I multiply the power with 1/2, here also I need to multiply that power with 1/2. Hope this idea is clear, right? As a result of that, what happens? 1/2, something raised to 1/2. You all know that when we write raised to 1/2, that is square root, right? So we can easily say that this is square root of 16 and square root of 9. We know that square root of 16, that is 4, by square root of 9, that is 3, which is equal to 1 plus R by 100. The rate is not changing, the whole raised to 5. So we can say that in 5 years time the amount is to principal ratio is 4:3. So I am repeating once again, in 10 years the amount is to principal ratio is 16:9 for a particular constant rate, and for that particular constant rate for 5 years time the principal amount is to principal ratio is 4:3. After that, what we need to find? We need to find the amount in 5 years time. We all know that we know that from the question the principal is not changing, it is 9,000. That means this 3 corresponds to 9,000, right? And what we need to find? We need to find the amount after 5 years. So this 4 will give the answer. On applying broken chain you will get the answer. I am solving this. We all know the procedure. First we should write the value above the question mark, 9,000 into next a fraction. From 3 to 4 the value is increasing, so here also the value should increase. That means here we need to get a larger number. To get a larger number we should consider a larger number in the numerator, so 4 in the numerator and 3 in the denominator. I am cancelling this 3 times. As a result of that, 3,000 into 4, 3,000 to 4, you will get the answer as 12,000. So finally we got the answer, that is option number 2. In half the time 9,000 amounts to rupees 12,000. Clear? I hope this session is clear for all. Thank you for watching the video. We will discuss another set of competitive exam questions in the next class. Thank you for watching. God bless you all.